Think those plane seats are uncomfortable now? Well, how'd you like to sit on this for a few hours? This is the point where I show you the bicycle seat, okay? This is a bicycle seat. The bit that you sit on in these new airline planes is looking a bit like this. Airbus wants to patent seats that look a lot like this, and there's the actual drawing of them, to travel analyst Mark Murphy on just how close we are to this really happening. Are we close? In America? In America? Are we close?
You know what? When safety and price come together and the traveler goes cheap, you're a cheap guy.
I am.
Guess what? People are going to buy it, and they're going to cram more people on the plane, and the airlines are going to make more profits. So all bets are off. But this is just a patent application. Yep. Most of them come in and never go anywhere. They're just protecting the idea at this point. That
drawing we showed you there doesn't give you a very good rendering of what it's actually going to be like. But let me show you a picture of the 2010 suggestion, the Sky Rider. There it is. You sit virtually upright, very, very small seat. I mean, this is designed to pack them in like sardines.
You know, my chiropractor said that is a great way to work on your posture, right? Because look at those guys, ramrod straight, they're sitting there, they're looking good, right?
But look, I've been talking about this all day, and we've got intense viewer opposition to the idea that you sit in something like that on a plane. I personally think that if it's a short flight, New York to Boston, 40 minutes, and I'm crammed into a seat like that, but they only charge me, say, $50 for the flight, I'll take it.
Okay, so let me give you an analogy. After 9/11, nobody wanted to fly. They were afraid until what? Prices came down so low that their fear of terrorism in the sky went away. It's the same thing with the price. They'll jam themselves into a tight little seat if it's $50 to go to LA, but if you start getting to $800, they want a lot more for their money. And that's the challenge right now. 85% of the traffic domestically is controlled by 4 major carriers. So there is no flexibility, there is no real competition. And we also saw just recently with Norwegian Air trying to come transatlantic, the Congress is trying to block that because they don't want those non-union employees impacting the price of Norwegian Air, which is going to negatively impact the carriers here on those routes, right? So everyone's got their own little agenda, and at the end of the day, what we want as travelers and consumers are cheaper flights that are safe, that get us there, in your case, fast.
Yes, agreed on all counts. Why do we think of airline travel? It has to be luxurious. You must sit back in the quiet in a lovely armed seat and be pampered with food and wine and drink.
I own a business, it's called OPP, right? OPM, other people's money. So those business travelers that are using the corporate account that say if you fly more than 10 hours, you get a flatbed seat and everything else, that's where the money is made with these airlines. So by having those accommodations and charging those types of fees, then you're talking about big money for the airlines, and it's not really impacting the guy's pocketbook because it's somebody else's money that they're
spending. Come on, everybody. It's a bus service. That's what it is now, and that's what it's going to be in the future. Is that right?
Yes. You know what? It's the race to the bottom in terms of price, and if they can jam more people in and make more profits.
And they will.
Absolutely.
5 years. That's all they got. 5 years.
That's
it's going to happen within 3 years, I suspect.
Yeah.
All right, Mark Murphy. Thank you very much indeed, sir.
Stuart.